To talk all about the weather and what's to come for the next few days. We got some tropical mischief out there. This is the time of year where we start to see things really shaking and baking. We got 3 disturbances we're going to be tracking. I'll show you the latest model output on those, what our impact could be, and I know we're still going to have more questions than answers by the time we're done with this video regarding the tropical mischief, and I'll explain why. We're also going to talk about what the temperatures will do for the next few days. So if you miss any part of the video, you can always rewatch it right here on the Fox 10 News Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. So let's dive in and start talking about things. Here we go. And the first thing we'll do is we're going to start off with a look at the radar. And this is at the time I'm doing this video live, just after 10 a.m. We had some big coastal thunderstorms showing up this morning that produced a lot of rain and lightning, and now those are weakening and fading away, and everything is primarily dry and quiet. Moisture is surging in out of the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll end up dealing with periods of summer storms that can be big rain and lightning producers. They will be random in nature. The coverage of storms will be 50 to 60% from today through the weekend. So what that basically means is a little over half of our area will pick up at least one shower before the day is over. Most occur in the afternoons, but just like we saw today, some can pop up in the pre-dawn hours, some can show up in the evening. You just got to be ready for these things. Have the umbrella close, and when thunder roars, go indoors, because if you hear thunder, you're within range to get struck by lightning. We see more lightning in the summer than in any other season. Here we go, tropical weather, and here come the pests. We got one in the Caribbean, we got one in the Atlantic Basin, and one moving off the African coast. These are all tropical waves, and this time of the year, we always hop aboard the wave train. You just got to buckle up and hold on and wait for October to get here. Now, these are the latest probabilities on these tropical waves developing. The 2 lead waves have 80 to 90% chances of becoming named within the next 48 hours. L and M will be next on our list. Laura and Marco. Whichever one develops first becomes Laura. The next one becomes Marco. And then the wave way over by the Cape Verde Islands. For now, the chance of development is low. Now I'm going to bring myself back on camera because I want to show you why there's still more questions than answers regarding these 2 tropical disturbances. We're going to start with this one in the Caribbean. Now, these are the latest track models on this thing. Some of them say that this will not survive into the Gulf of Mexico. Some say it will. And if you remember earlier in the season when we had Hannah was not a very long-lived system, but it did become a hurricane because the Gulf waters were so warm, it intensified so quick. And that could be a problem with this system or any system that rolls into the Gulf of Mexico. We could see fast intensification. But look at the model disagreement on this. You got some say it will head to Mexico, some say it could come here, some say it could come to Panama City. There's just no agreement, and you're not going to see that until that system gets a well-defined center. Once that happens, you'll start to see those track models agreeing more. So in this situation, you just have to be patient. We have to watch and wait, and as the model guidance starts to get a little more accurate, we'll know a lot more about where this thing is going, when it will arrive, and how strong it could get. Now we look at the other disturbance, the one behind it. There's more accuracy with this. You see the track models in better agreement. The problem is, in 7 days, the track models want to bring it, the majority of them, into the Gulf of Mexico, which in turn would be another problem. Now, could it be in the Eastern Gulf, Western Gulf, Central? We just don't know right now. So essentially, you got 2 tropical waves that either one or both could enter the Gulf of Mexico within the next week to 2 weeks. Where they're going to go, just still not known yet. We will know that eventually. But just based on how warm the Gulf waters are, once the system enters the Gulf, we could see it rapidly beginning to strengthen. And now that we're moving into late August, this is the time of year where we're more than likely going to see that take place. Now, as far as how we're going to be for today, you pretty much know that. Low 90s with scattered hit and miss summer storms and the rain coverage in the 50 to 60% range. Let's go through things on the Fox 10 Futurecast. Later today, more storms are going to start popping up. These will be big rain and lightning producers, but by this evening, we'll start to see the storms weakening and fading away. That'll happen by 10 o'clock. So early evening, you could have a few storms. 10 o'clock, I think we go dry. Could we have some more coastal storms like we did this morning? You bet. So if you live along the beaches, you could have some more storms popping in for the pre-dawn hours of your Thursday and for you early Thursday morning commuters. Here is a look at where we'll be for today. Low 90s, south wind at 4 to 8 miles per hour, storms at times. Tonight, low 70s, quiet once we're between about 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. I think we'll be mostly quiet then. And here's how the next 7 days stack up. The heat levels come down in the afternoons, which is great. The highs most days will be under 90 starting tomorrow, and 50 to 60% rain and storm coverage is what we're going to be stuck with. And a lot of the forecast is tentative depending on what happens with those tropical systems that are in the Caribbean and the Atlantic Basin. Make sure for more updates you follow my social media pages if you don't do that already. Just search my name, Michael White, and if you find the blue check mark, that's my Facebook page. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll post social updates throughout the course of the day and every single day. Well, Jason Smith will be in the Storm Tracker Center this afternoon with more updates. I'll be back on the morning news tomorrow, and I'll see you on social media between now and then. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Stay cool out there and stay